Hi, Tech and Talk. So this is our shop management system. So previously we explored the services layer and we split our services layer into interfaces and the implementations. We will be focusing today on the data layer. So previously we have just returned the inline list of products from within the services layer, and we have created an empty project, the data and the data models. But today we will be adding entity framework inside our store management data project, right? So from now onwards everything should be coming and going into the database, right? Okay, to just start with that, we need to first of all add a reference. For that one I will be adding a NuGet package, and in the NuGet package I will be focusing on entity framework. Okay, entity framework core will be fine, and even we can go for entity framework core.sql server for now, right? And let's install this one. It will take some time to install this. Meanwhile what we can do is we can check for the entity framework documentation. Okay, so if you go to the learn.microsoft.com and you find for entity framework core, you can find examples here, the complete running and explained examples. So we can pick any of them for our guideline and we can use that one into our project directly. So we will not be picking any of those entities. We will be just picking the DB context, how it's been managed here inside inside the code. So for that one, let me find the complete class for DB context. The DB context, let me find DB context. Okay, can I find? Yeah, I can see here. Right, so this is how we create a class, right, which extends from DB context, and there are further different kind of configurations that are getting implemented. We are not going to those details for now. So at the moment we will be yeah, at the moment we will be focusing on our DB context class only. Store management DB context. Yes, we want name like this, and we will be extending from DB context, and that DB context is coming from the entity framework core. All right, so I think it's taking time to install those dependencies. Let's see how much time it takes, and after that we can extend this further. So the context class for now will be very simple, will be having the references to our db set classes, which will be representing the tables or tables in the database. So for now, our product entity from in our sm.header models will be the product table representation, and we can do okay, we have to wait for a few more seconds. Normally it doesn't take that much time. Okay, now it's installed, and the next thing quickly we need to do is the inclusion of our product. So we will be doing public db set of the product entity, and we will be using that one as products get and set, and we need to include that product from the other project. That is fine. All right, so as simple as that. Don't need to overload with extra things. And after that we will be configuring our web project, which is our presentation, and here we need to add the reference or the configuration to configure the entity framework. So again, let's go into the EF documentation to find the best way to configure that. Okay. What's new in entity framework? DB context configuration, and yeah, so those are the two simple lines we need to add inside our program.cs class. All right, so configure entity framework, and we will be adding through builder.services dot add db context, and that will be asking again the entity framework core to management dot db context, store management db context. Okay, and we need to have we need to just add another reference, and that will be entity framework core, and our connection strings is name connection strings is default connection, and let's see if we have default connection mentioned. Let's directly provide connection string here, and we will be using, let's say, data source localhost database equal to sm store management system, let's say sm system, right? And integrated the SSPI, right? And okay, and to enable migrations inside our solution, we need to add the entity framework code or design library as well, because for any of such operation we need that library as well. Let's try without it, and I will install and let you know that why it was important. For now, let's say we have selected the data project from here from the drop down, and we are saying enable, I think that would be enable migration, something like that. But because we don't have that package right there, we need to install that one first. We need to go to the again framework, entity framework dot design, yeah, share design time components for entity framework core tools, right? So this is important. We need this one as well as this one, right? So let's install. I think that will be installed along with the design one. The tool package will get installed along with the design one. We don't need to explicitly install that. Okay, the design one installed. Let's again try enable dash migrations. Okay, and let me double check if we have that. No, we have to install it. Okay, that's fine. We can do that. Accept it. Now we have entry code or design and tools, and let's try again. Now you can see that enable migrations option is now visible. We are doing that, and we need to mention startup. Do we need to? Don't think so. Yeah, add migration. Yeah. So enable migration is obsolete. We can use add migration directly, and the first param will be the name, and normally we go with init. So a migration with init name will be added inside which project sm.data, which we have selected from the drop down. Add db context on application service provider. Let's ensure option pass to the base constructor. Okay, which means okay, and we need to mention start start a project which is sm.web app. Nope. Or using add index on the application. We did that, I guess. Add db context, and db context. Add db context on application service provider. And db context is used, then also ensure you add db context. Who did that? Add db context somehow. Let me rebuild this one, the whole solution, and we can double check that. And migration startup project again. db on configuration or by using add db on the constructor and pass it to the base constructor. Okay, which means we need to pass the I guess what we have did wrong here. Let's go to the again to the documentation, and let's yeah, I am checking the documentation. It seems we have done the right thing. Was that on model configuring error? Uh, on configuring method. On configuring. On configuring. Void. Protected override void. Protected override void on here, and here we need to use these as options. Okay. In options dot use SQL Server, and we need to pass I think what one thing we can do is to use the constructor way. Let me comment that one, and let's use the store management DB context. Store management DB context options and options to the database. All right. Let's try this way first. Yeah, it's done. It's created. All right, so we have migration created, and next step would be update dash database. I missed the startup project. I missed to mention the startup project here. Project which is sm.web app, and now native framework is not able to connect to the database. Provided SSL certificate chain was not issued by authority that is not trusted. Let's explore what is this issue and see if we can find any solution. Entity framework. Let's turn to okay. Encrypt was set to true by default. Trust, we need to pass this extra parameter. It says, okay, let's try this one. Which seems it's a new update in Entity Framework core. Okay, and again, just server certificate. Okay, all done. So through migration, we have created our first database. You can see now, and it has the product table as well. Awesome, right? So that was all for today's video. We have configured entity framework in our store management solution, and we have used the very basic set of configurations. Just with the single product DB set, we are able to create a single table inside database through our code. So in next episode we will be extending this project and solution, and we will be expanding our data layer, and we will be exposing our data layer to our services. Thanks everyone for watching. Have a great day. In case of any confusion or query, do ask in the comments. Stay tuned. Bye.